Thank you. Is that all? Yes. If you'd like, we can take a photograph with the spacecraft in the background. Maybe we can take off these caps. What do you think?
Потому что... Не, я имею в виду, как-то 5 машин между нами. Ну, конечно. Это будет следующее. А вот секунду.
Attention, please.
Ну, ракета это 60.
Attention. This way, please. Oh, I can see you already have a New Year's tree. Yes, we are getting ready for the holidays. Here you can see the portrait of the engineer holding the key from the first booster that launched from our cosmodrome. Today it's hard to imagine that only the helmet in the spacesuit was pressurized. If a cosmonaut's body increased even by 1 degree, don't be scared, but the helmet would close like that. Today's date.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
Thank you.
Крайняя фотография, крайняя, которая на фоне. Сергей.
This way, please.
Так, Андрей.
One more time. General Kolchak would like to say a couple of words. Would like to wish the Prime crew all the best. Great work, great launch, and I wish you all the best on orbit. Thank you very much. Attention, please. One more time.
же они это делали? Еще не ближе стали?
Bill Gerstenmaier, NASA's Associate Administrator for Exploration. Bill, on a completely frigid day here in Baikonur, at sunrise, a short time ago, we saw the moon and Mars adjacent to one another. Soyuz rocket on the pad, ready to carry humans into space to the station. What does it all mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. You know, we're driving out in the van and I could see the moon just coming up over the horizon and see the moon rise, and then you get a chance to see the planets there along with the moon, and then you go see this rocket and our crews who have been preparing for the multiple months to years to get ready to go do this. It's just absolutely amazing what we're doing, that we get to participate in this thing where we take human beings, we've kept them in orbit for 17 years, we now get to continue to build off of that and move human presence into the solar system. I mean, this is the real example of what's happening. So just an awesome, beautiful morning today here. Watching the workers out on the rocket is just phenomenal.
Bill, the pace of activity, you almost have to have a scorecard to keep track. One crew lands not far from here, just 24 hours ago, ready to launch another crew here in a couple of days. What is it, what's the significance?
Yeah, I mean, you know, this really puts the word international in International Space Station. You know, we've just had the crew just leave Prestwick, Scotland, heading back to Houston. That's the crew that just landed here in Kazakhstan, like you said, yesterday. So they're en route. Right now, as we watch the Russian workers work on the rocket, get it ready for the crew launch in the next couple days, SpaceX is down in Florida tonight, actually working on their rocket on pad 40, getting it ready to go fly and launch with cargo tomorrow. Or later today here in Moscow. So it's pretty, or in Baikonur, it's pretty exciting just seeing this pace. And then meanwhile, Cygnus is off doing its mission beyond the space station. So here we have, you know, 3 rockets, 3 spacecraft around the world. We have crews and aircraft. We have crews getting ready for their final days here on Earth before they go to the space station. What a tremendous pace. You know, again, the focus by the teams, the work by the teams to stay really concentrated on what they have to do in their work is just phenomenal. So again, just a tremendously busy season, but a tremendously exciting season.
And finally, next year, 2018, 20th anniversary of the launching of the first element of the International Space Station. Could you have imagined almost 20 years ago that this station would not only still be in existence, but be thriving with its research and all the rest?
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely amazing as I think back of, you know, all the struggles we had with the design and how we were going to build things and getting hardware together and all the meetings and hours, and then to see this thing get launched and be in space and now operating, but not just operating for just 20 years. When you look at the research that we're doing on station today, it is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the stuff that's going up on SpaceX, some of the new manufacturing equipment, some of the payloads that are in the back of the Dragon capsule that'll be installed on station to go look at the sun and look at how much radiation gets bounced off of the Earth. Just amazing, phenomenal work that this station could do. And so I see 20 years, but I look at it as just the beginning of an amazing time on station. This is the transformation of the space age. As we talked about earlier, seeing the moon rise, we're beginning a new era in space where we're going to do these international things, and around the world all this activity happens. It's just a phenomenal time to be here. It's a privilege to be here in Baikonur, to see our Russian colleagues work so hard and so diligently today.
Kirk Shireman, ISS Program Manager. Kirk, brutal weather, gorgeous weather, but brutal, but a rocket's ready to roll here at the end of the year. Summarize what 2017 has been all about and ending in a flourish of activity.
Sure. 2017's been, started off as a year of recovery. We were recovering from the SpaceX anomaly and getting back to full speed in terms of our cargo to ISS. It's been a great year for opportunity. We had the opportunity to fly Joe Acaba and go up to a crew of 4 for the first time on the U.S. segment. It was an opportunity to actually extend Peggy Whitson, who stayed up for the better part of a year. So really a year of recovery, a great year of opportunity. We certainly set all kinds of records for utilization on board the ISS. It's just been a fantastic year, and I'm looking forward to a 2018 that's even better.
If you like symbolism, I was struck at sunrise today by the proximity of the Moon and Mars next to each other. What does it all mean in your mind?
Yeah, that's fantastic. This morning, just a very small, tiny sliver of moon with Saturn and Mars there in the background, just outstanding. And it looked like the future to me. When I saw that, like, that's really where ultimately we expect to be. And I was excited to be here at Baikonur getting ready to launch humans to ISS. It's really paving the groundwork for us ultimately to put humans on Mars.
And Kirk, talk a little bit about the integration of all the teams around the world. A crew lands, another crew is about to launch, you have a cargo ship coming and going. I mean, the pace of activity has been amazing, but yet the ISS program doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, it's been a really fun time actually down here, even this morning. So here it's early in the morning Baikonur time, and I've already been on the phone with people, spent several hours talking about the SpaceX launch that's set to go tomorrow, certainly checking on the crew that landed yesterday, and then of course we're going to have a launch here on Sunday. So really incredible pace of activity, but the vehicle's in great shape. The crews are in great shape and ready to go, and the teams across the planet are great. Here with us in Baikonur, of course, we have a large Japanese delegation. Alexander Gerst, who's our European commander for upcoming Soyuz, is here. So it's really the whole world is here at Baikonur too. So a great time to be here. Certainly a very, very exciting time for ISS. And then we hope for a little breather over the new year and hit the ground running in 2018.
Коля!